This is another episode of Where Was I? And where am I? I'm at the comic store, and those heads, I think my head fits in quite neatly with my friends watching my back right now. I'm sporting my Granite Supplements t-shirt in handsome red, white, and blue, and glare, sunshine shining in the window there. It's the end of the workday. I'm at the comic store again, it's just it's always a pleasure hanging out here at the comic store. And I get to see the same customers, many of the same customers every week, and I get to meet new people. There was some family was here from Jersey, and a couple of guys were I think they're also from Jersey, and they said they'd be here all week. So it's a great place to meet new people, a great place to maintain old friendships and old relationships. The store has been here since 1989, and I've been with Joe, the owner, since 1988, with a little couple of years off there. I worked for him full-time right out of college, and that was 1992 when I got my BA in art. And then he and Bob Smalley, his partner, hired me on full-time for their shop that was out on the outlets out by Rockville Square. But we were on the other side. We weren't on the Rockville side. We were on the other side with directly beside a Nike outlet. So that was just a great location. I have in my pocket a little a stick that I got from an officer yesterday. I was at the Racehorse Tavern watching live music, and I had a shot of Jack Daniels and a nice cold, what did I have? I guess a Budweiser bottle of beer and a shot of Jack. And that was right when I showed up. And I got there before 4:30, and the band was I was watching 3 live bands and enjoying music with friends there at the Racehorse until I guess I left around 9 maybe 9:30 at the latest. Anyway, I was heading home, and I was nearly home. I was on Pomfret Street, and I turned left off of I made a left-hand turn, and the officer told me that I failed to use my turn signals. And so he said, you know, the typical questions, where are you coming from? And I told him, I don't know if I said Racehorse. I think I did. And then he said, did you have any drinks? And I said, yes, I had 3 beers, but I'm well under the limit. But I didn't think to myself that as soon as you admit something, and I've posted a video to YouTube, or from YouTube to various news groups and Facebook groups, and on my own Facebook page, I think it's the title "Don't Talk to the Cops." And the fact is that the officers are not there to help you necessarily. When they say, when you hear that phrase, anything you say can and will be used against you, that's absolutely the truth. So this officer, however, was really nice, considering all things considered. He said, since you admitted, or since you said you had 3 beers, I'm just going to make sure that you're safe going home. Well, I was fine, but he had me, I'm standing in the rain, and just a light rain. And he backed his vehicle up. He told me to stand in the headlight, and then he had me look at my finger, follow my finger with your eyes, and don't turn your head. So, of course, maybe not for you, but for me, I was nervous about being pulled over, number one, about the possibility of a fine, and then when he said about making sure I was safe, I was thinking, he's going to have me do, preliminaries or walk in a line. He didn't have me do that. He just had me follow his finger with my eyes. And this is me sober, totally sober. Eventually he did do the breathalyzer, and that's what this tube is from. I had never done a breathalyzer before. And so there's a little end there, and there's 2 little holes on this side where my finger is. A hole in the end, and this is solid on this end, and then there's a device. He gave this to me. He said, you can keep that, I guess, for a souvenir. He said, you're well under the limit, but I had my glasses off to follow his eyes, and so I couldn't see what I blew. But if I was there for like 4 or 5 hours and I had a drink when I showed up at the bar, and then I had nursed one other drink, the shot and the beer, and then I nursed one other beer for the entire night while I listened to music and talked to my friends, then I knew I was well under .06. The 3 drinks would have put me at .06. .08 is the legal limit in Pennsylvania, I believe. And so you burn off a drink every hour, approximately, depending on your weight. I'm about 200 pounds, 6'1". Anyway, he said you're well under the limit, and so he sent me on my way without any paperwork at all. If he did any paperwork, he didn't give it to me. He didn't have me sign anything. He just gave me a warning. And I did have, I guess I shouldn't tell this story at all. We saw it on YouTube, and we've suspended that officer, and now we're going to arrest you. My inspection and my admissions are expired, and that was months ago. So he was really nice. I told him I was going to get that taken care of, and this week, this is Sunday, so Monday I'll be at the garage asking them for inspection and sticker. And I wanted to get my brakes looked at. The last time I went to the garage that I go to in Carlisle, I said something to them about brakes, but I think it got lost in the from the person I spoke to until it got to the mechanic. All they did was an oil change, and I don't think they checked the brakes at all. And it squeaks when I go around turns, when I go around corners. They squeak. Something's squeaking, and I guess it's the rotor getting worn down or something. I'm definitely not a mechanic. I'm a comic store clerk, Jim. Not a doctor. Okay. All right. So it's 7 minutes. I did have a nice time at the Racehorse Tavern. And it's always nice to get together with friends. It's nice to hear live music. I'm not a big music guy, but it was enjoyable. I got on the scale, talking about something different. I got on the scale. I was about 186 pounds, actually. So I had weighed myself I guess a couple of months ago, and I don't know if I was 195 or 199, but I'm down to about 186 now. I don't know if it was 186.7 or 185.7. I got this little Weight Watchers scale. I had been out of the gym for 3 months, and my arm size went down because I'm a nerd. Got my little tape measure at home, and I'm doing the old flex and measuring the bicep. And Schwarzenegger talked about having, I guess, 22.5-inch biceps. I don't know if that's true, but even 20 inches. The one thing it said he had 50-centimeter arms in this one article, and that comes out to, I think, about 20 inches. But my arm, it was over 15. Now it's just under 14, and so I lost some size in where I want the size. I think my shoulders went down, my arms went down, my waist went up, and my body weight, the composition, it's upside down. So I've been doing treadmill. None today because I got up late. I normally get up, I guess, around 9 to shower and then get down here. I did get down here early, and I was here. I left people in early. A customer came in with his daughter and her friend, and that was nice. I got to talk to him for a little bit, and then start my day at noon to 5. And it's I don't know what time it is. Where was I? I don't know. What time is it? I don't know. I hope that everybody's doing well. I hope that if anybody's watching this, I hope you're happy. I hope you find something that you can do that makes you happy. There was something on Facebook the guy wrote, "Are you happy?" And a lot of the people opened up and said that they're not. I really am. I've got a great job here every Sunday. Get to talk to some really sweet, caring, cool, sometimes angry people, but they typically have a good story to go along with the anger. So again, I hope you're doing well. If you're listening to this, watching this, and that's just over 10 minutes, so I'm going to end it there.